Seemed like a bad thing.
Oh boy, we're here. Oh my goodness.
God.
Boy.
We're oh
Again.
boy.
Are we on the internet?
Again.
You
we're
thought
on
you
the
could get
internet.
rid of us.
You
You'll
can't.
never
We're
be rid of
raw.
me.
You can never get rid of us. Hold on.
We're back.
Do the monitor.
Are we back?
thing.
I actually
Okay.
don't know. Are we live? We're
Are
probably
we
live.
live?
Are we on
We
the-
live.
Are we
No
on
lie.
the internet?
I've been live for hours. You see all this content?
Look at all this content. I got content flying on my ass.
Content
Look
for
at this.
days.
Look at all this content.
Oh.
Oh yeah, for that outside Reddit, you could say, was it? Yeah, EA owns Star Wars, right? Yeah, it's basically like everything's microtransactions.
Truly is, though.
It's way too many.
Pissing me off.
Yeah,
How great would it be
I'm gonna eat
if
my
life,
feelings.
life was just one flat fee and then everything else was free? How great would that be?
60
That's
bucks,
called
do whatever you
That's
want.
that's
Prime.
called universal healthcare.
There you go. I was gonna say
think
freshman
Canada
year of
does that.
college. I think Canada does that.
Yeah, man, universal healthcare. You pay to live your life.
Here in the United
What a-
States, it's just pay to live.
It's
don't even get to play.
microtransactions, baby.
Yeah,
Nope, you don't get to play. Nope.
no, I mean, yeah, the live part's questionable. Just pay.
Just pay.
Pay, and we'll get back to you in 7 to 10 business days.
Just give us your money, you'll figure it out.
Yep.
Uh,
Oh God.
okay, on that note, we're gonna escape into
What were we doing last
our
time?
game. So
Give
last
us a
time,
recap.
We're gonna murder the Feywild.
we're gonna
Rage.
blow up the ocean.
We're going to steal the Declaration of
Does anyone
Independence.
remember that?
Well, kind
no?
of, actually.
No, there's
We
there's
blow
this,
up the ocean.
yeah, that I can't do the voice because it's way too high pitched. But there is an episode of the Cheat Commandos, on Homestar Runner's webpage,
Ooh.
Oh
The
man,
Cheat
this is deep
Commando.
cuts.
Okay.
and there is an evil version of the Cheat because they're all the Cheat, right? Every character on the Cheat Commandos is the Cheat. And the evil guy's name is Blue Laser, and his
Awesome.
evil plan
Fantastic.
is to blow up the ocean. Like that's the whole plan. I
The
don't-
dumbest plan.
It's the dumbest.
And even Gru stole the moon. He actually stole the moon. But blowing up the ocean. Really.
But he always says it in like this ridiculously high pitched, like nasty voice, and it makes me chuckle every time. Anyway, last time our intrepid band of adventurers, Storm Arrows, found their way back to the great city of Taviran, back in the Feywild. And you worked your way into the city after discovering that the city was enveloped in a pinkish smoke, a miasma, and seemed to change a couple of your moods. And with a couple disguises, you went through town trying to make it to Elodie's house. You were intercepted by a couple of minotaurs, and with a couple terrible attempts by Ortok to try and negotiate around it.
Hey. Hey.
Just awful. Oh
it wasn't my
God.
fault. It was the
Dice
dice's
did
fault.
pretty bad for you. They did not believe you and
I don't know,
ended up
man.
recognizing a couple of your party members and trying to get you to come along with them. You refused, and battle ensued. They summoned some sort of
A
elemental
battle
hydra
royale.
creature, and they put two of you unconscious at some point, and it was a long, hard-fought battle, and eventually our party won out in the end. Knocked down a couple pegs, you guys decided to continue quickly, stealthily going to Elodie's house, and managed to make it there without any further incident. There, you decided to take a long rest, and in the morning, Gabriel helped Elodie and cured her son's lower body paralysis. Thanking you for this amazing gift, she kind of sees that you guys are powerful people and honest, good people, and she reveals that she had stolen the primal earth from you guys at some point within the last week or so. And reveals that it was Anara's plan to steal it from you for some reason. Not quite sure what it is just yet. And Elodie explains that she had promised health for her son and some other things. She agrees to come along with you guys to help on your journey and apologizes profusely. At the end of last session, Aaron and Allure decided to begin a undercover journey out towards the Blue Clover Inn to see what is going on at the rebel sanctuary or base that Allure says is beneath the Blue Clover Inn. And Gabriel also planned on sending some messages to various people to try and discern what exactly is going on inside this city. So, Storm Animus, as we pick up tonight's game, we're going to start with Gabriel.
Dear.
So, Gabriel, as you're hanging out inside of Elodie's small hut-like abode, what would you like to do?
I turn because Aaron and Allure have left already, correct?
They're prepping to leave.
Okay. What should I say to Yakan?
Who are you asking? The room.
This is the room in general. That I was just like, what should I ask Yakan? Crickets.
He looks into the distance. What should I ask?
Yep.
Just asking the universe.
Yep. Well, what else do we need to do? Get one, the council or the general populace on board with what we're trying to accomplish. Follow up. What are the next steps to accomplish what we wish to accomplish?
I imagine the populace's opinion will swing in more so our direction when they find out they've been mass brainwashed.
Indeed, although the thing about brainwashing is that it's very hard to convince people they're brainwashed, because, they're brainwashed.
Oh, and we just go tell them. Well, like, hey, the dancing desk is bad.
But
I better.
Or perhaps
Right.
we should shut off this whatever spell is producing this mass brainwashing.
If we're sure it's a spell, it could
I
just
think
be,
it's just-
good old-fashioned
That wine.
politics.
Well, there was that
Be divine.
drink that
It's
you
very
had.
good wine.
Yeah, that drink that you had.
It was
Yeah.
quite delicious.
Yeah, all those people at the church, I think, were probably
I feel-
brainwashed, but on that.
I feel
too.
like we need more information before we talk to Yakan.
So abduct one of the patrols.
Or talk to the turtle guy. We could talk to him. See if they know.
He didn't sound coherent when I sent him a message.
He didn't sound coherent when we first.
Oh, was that the
Sorry.
guy?
Yeah, sorry.
Was that you? I can't tell.
Get him!
That was loud.
Aaron has learned. Yeah, Aaron has learned polymorph and
A
is
cat.
a
He's
kitten.
now a kid. I'm
Oh.
watching it on the delay on Twitch. Oh, it's amazing.
Oh, and she
What are we doing?
playing with
How-
my wires. It's so great. Thanks, little IT pal.
What are we doing?
I think we need to go to the bar with the guy and see if we can gather information there. And by we, I mean Aaron and Lua. That's all.
Mhm.
Right. I suppose. So we need information. What exact information do we need?
Well, I feel like we had an inkling that the dancing desk was bad, but now that we know they are, we should A, probably figure out exactly what it is they're gaining, and then B, shut it down. Or bring it to light. Maybe.
All the above.
All right. Good job, you guys. You get on that. Elodie, you have anything to drink?
Like what?
Like ale or whiskey or brandy,
I gave you
Oh.
that wine already.
which was ours in the first place.
Our
Where was
wine?
that?
I'm gonna find the wine, open it up,
Mm-hmm.
and probably just start drinking it. Ortox used his brain as much as he can for the foreseeable future until he gets a long rest. Ortok uses brain.
I cast brain.
Worked on Chris that one time.
Just
Okay.
stuff it back in there.
So
He's fine.
Okay, so do we all want to go to the?
No, only the sneaky ones. I would think.
Yeah, I'm staying here.
Good.
Are we off then, Aaron?
Right. I suppose so. Lead the way, and I guess we can both sneak.
Yes, we can. All right. Roll
Nick.
stealth check.
We can certainly try. Oh no, dice! I'm missing my dice over there. Nah,
What?
I'm
How
over
could
here.
you possibly do that? Here,
10
let me roll
points
for
from
you.
Gryffindor.
Oh, I just rolled.
You really think Aaron is in Gryffindor?
Slitherpuff.
You fool!
Slitherpuffin.
All right, so I'm rolling a d20 and adding. This is a stealth roll,
Stealth check, yes.
So you auto 10.
Okay.
It's not animal handling.
right? So, but if it were,
But if it were, where's your cat?
let's roll that. Oh, let's see. It's in. Oh, why did it just do that a million? Why did it do that a bunch? Well,
Oh,
12,
did you hit
sure. So
D like 5 on it?
did
Never
I? Either way, roll a 19. Nat 19, which means a lot.
All right.
It's like 33 at this
Okay.
point.
Allure rolled a 21. So you guys go out of Elodie's house, quickly checking like the immediate area, see if you would get seen on your way out. Don't see anyone around this immediate area. Sneak out the door. As soon as you get outside, though, you do notice that the miasma is a little bit thicker today. And Aaron, I do need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Wisdom save. Save me, wisdom. That'd be a 13.
15. You come outside, and the smell of lilac and like a kind of incense-like smell washes over you, and your mood goes from like basically the tension that you were feeling from this mission kind of slides away a little bit, and you gain the flaw apathetic,
Ooh.
and you have disadvantage on initiative rolls.
Okay.
And this isn't like
Pathetic.
you go from like it's not from like your current mood all the way to being like totally apathetic about everything, but it's just like you're definitely more you definitely are caring less about your current situation, and feel a little bit less invested in it going this way or that way, and tend to feel a little less motivated about getting stuff done in this moment.
I feel like you could
Great.
make the argument that you can't be double poisoned, and Aaron could not be double apathetic as he already is. So maybe.
I've changed response from I could care less to I couldn't care less. Seems to mean the same thing, but grammatically really pisses me.
And this change doesn't happen immediately. Like, it's something that slowly occurs over the next like 10 minutes or so as you're walking towards and sneaking towards the Blue Clover Inn. Following Allure's lead, you find over the next 20 minutes, because you have to take your time as you dodge several Minotaur and Satyr guard patrols, dodging between various houses and some open areas where you do have to mostly dodge their lines of sight. And you also come across, because of the path that you have to take, you come across the center of town where all of the tall silver spires are, and kind of where you came in from as well. The central square has about 30 different guards roaming about, mostly focused around the base of the most central silver skyscraper spire. Do a perception check, Aaron.
Anyway, let me grab my dice. They're like literally.
Let me roll for you. Oh, never mind. Let's not take that roll. It was not good.
Ramp. Perception. Classic.
Nerds.
All right.
Nerds.
Oh, that's terrible. 12.
12. Yeah, so you just see like these 30 or so figures, whether it be Minotaur or Satyr, and a couple other different kinds of creatures mixed within, patrolling this central square. And you quickly move past it, not getting any of their attention, moving silently through the streets. Another 10 or so minutes pass as you go towards the east side of the city and find your way to the Blue Clover Inn. It's basically, it looks closed. The doors and windows and shutters are all closed. Barely a light comes from the inside, and not a soul seems to go in or out. Allure takes you to the front door and wraps a specific pattern on the front with his with his knuckles. Knocking. He waits for a second. Nothing happens. And he looks at you with kind of a dire, like, look in his eyes. Like that's never happened before to him. Says, I think we should, let's go in slowly. And,
What's wrong? Did you
No.
knock incorrect?
I don't think so. And he slowly creaks open the front door. He walks in. Walking in, you guys see that all the chairs are up on the tables as if it has been totally closed. And
Oh! Can we go in? I close the door behind me. I light the lantern of revealing.
ooh.
Cuss.
All right. You take out the lantern and light it. It shines this beam of light out about 30 feet. And scanning the room, you see that one of the cabinets that are behind the bar flickers and shimmers. It is clearly an illusion, and a door is set behind it.
Lovely. So it shows me illusions. I thought it just showed me invisible stuff. But it does display illusions, doesn't it?
It's like
Mhm.
everything.
Anything false it attempts to reveal.
That would have been nice.
Let
to
me
know
pull out my
that one
bullshit
time.
detector.
That one time when it was like, let's do an
cube.
entire campaign, like session just on discerning what is real. And Aaron had a lantern the whole time.
he bought that after, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. We
Yeah.
had a lantern of revealing.
I-
I'm
I
pretty sure
learned-
it's why we bought it.
Oh yeah. Zach's character
learned
had
his
one and took it along with him.
Oh.
That's what it was.
It leaves with the good shit.
Yeah. Allure is like, well, that's handy. Shall we? And he beckons you towards the door.
Is there any like thieves' cant about? I might have already checked once before.
Do a perception check.
Okay. 18.
18. You look around and you're pretty sure there's no thieves' cant written anywhere in this room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bagito. That was Aaron. All right, let's check that.
Heading to
After
the
you.
door.
I'll follow Allure.
Okay. He steps through the room on light feet, gets behind the bar, and passes through the illusory cabinet and opens the door behind. Kind of an arched door, wooden, kind of creaky and rickety. Opening it up, you see a basically what appears to be a broom closet, but it has, instead of a broom, just a stark hole in the ground with a ladder going down. He begins to climb down and waves you down as he walks and takes many steps down. You head down into a hallway that eventually opens up into I'd say about a 40-foot square space that's partitioned off by a few what appears to be like temporary walls. You hear Allure right before he gets to the mouth of this entryway. He raps on the walls again in that same pattern. And before there was no movement at all. Now suddenly it's like the room sighs, and there's a small ruckus ahead of you of whispering voices and movement. Some lights are lit, lanterns suspended from the ceiling, and what appears to be 15 or so humanoids start meandering around the room. One of them, a gnomish man, short with pointed ears and I would say kind of an ostentatious presentation with what appears to be like a nice like nobleman suit with goldish trim and purple and maroon patterns running throughout them, and a tightly bound like short ponytail walks up to Allure, and he just says, "Ah, oh, you're safe. You're back. Oh, thank goodness." Who's this? And talks to points out Aaron and talks to you directly.
He'll kind of pass to Lure. Aaron Wayland, at your service. Here from the material plane to help out the revolution.
Oh, the material plane. I haven't heard of someone from there in a quite a long time. And this gnome kind of eyes you for a second. He says, "The name is Salen, by the way."
Wayland, lovely. And your position in all of this? What exactly?
Oh, I do a lot of things. I have skills in healing. I'm trying to help some of these people here get over whatever is going on the surface. It's kind of strange, not sure what's going on. And have a little...
I may have some information on that part in particular. Do go on.
Oh, okay. Oh, wonderful. I also do a little bit of spying, espionage, and try and keep our modest forces here informed. That's about it.
Lovely. Really lovely. So, wonderful. I'm a bit of a spy myself. I'm sort of a scientist. Sorry. That means I just think of me. Come out. Bit of a spy myself. Speaking of which, I'm spying earlier. This one does. And we may have stumbled across what everyone is suffering for. So this Lord of the Dance thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's very clearly, some sort of, it's either very politically positioned or there's literal magic going on because that just exists in this place. People are essentially being brainwashed. Now, maybe you know that much, but it was news to me, anyways. What I'd share. Sure to know.
Well, the brainwashing is pretty clear. Everyone here seems to just not want to do anything. I've been
Indeed,
working on
and
it for a while, and
I sympathize.
yeah. And it's strange. I have never seen such global effects up on the surface before. It's very strange.
So you're saying it is indeed a magical ailment, not politics at work.
Well, at least these people here, they seem to be under some sort of magical influence. I am having a hard time dealing with it, honestly. I tend to be able to get rid of it for about maybe an hour or so, and then it seems to come back.
Ah, yes, it might be that lovely smelling mist upstairs.
Thankfully, I seem to be able to resist it. I so far hasn't affected me.
Interesting. Um. No, not really. Okay. That is quite interesting. Well, Allure, I can trust these people, right? How many are there? Just
About
thereabouts.
15. About 15.
Okay.
And you
I'll look rough and
at-
tough, like they're gonna stab me if I do anything wrong.
If you look into this room, you see that it's an odd collection. You see there was some Eladrin, those kind of elementally flavored or like season flavored elves that are either like totally blue or totally gold or totally red, and they give off auras of whatever element or season they seem to be a part of, and they seem to be much younger. At least you look at them having like elvish knowledge, you know that if an elf looks about like your age, Aaron, they're probably more like 200 years old instead of 30 or whatever. But then there's also a second group where there's actually some very old looking elves, and they appear to be pure-blooded elves, of the more high elf nature, not the wood elf nature. Kind of like, despite their age, they are graceful and way too pretty for their own good, and long flowing blonde or gold hair. Their age only showing in kind of their complexion and their kind of slumped over postures. And then there's a couple mix-ins of like there is one satyr and one what appears to be a fairy of some sort, a humanoid-sized person, but with like dragonfly-like wings protruding from their back. Yeah, so it's like mostly Eladrin and elves with a couple others mixed in. And they all appear to be like, with your instincts, they appear to be like really harmless to you at this point. You don't see any weapons, and the only person you see with a weapon is Salen, the gnome.
Lovely. Allure, can I trust these people to divulge Ormanimus's master plan?
You can trust these people with any secret, I believe. I have been working with them for quite some time, and this place has been kept secret from the Endless Dance for quite some time. So that's my I'm vouching for them in that way.
Indeed. And does Aaron feel that he is being completely sincere?
Do an insight check.
Okay. Trust no one. Most people will kill you. Ooh. 9.
29.
Aaron's a
Ooh.
people person.
Dang. You can see that Allure is being as truthful to you as he would to his closest friends. So, you trust all of his words.
Lovely. Right then. So, I'm gonna have a drink. I noticed upstairs seems closed, but do you have anything to?
Oh,
Is this how you treat guests?
Salen turns and says, "Hey, Marley, and slowly the large turtle moves over towards you guys. He's got this bar like apron around his substantial girth as he walks towards you guys. He's got a little bit of like a sprig of like a reed of grass coming out of his mouth that he's chewing out on a little bit. He's like, "Hey, I see you're back for some more fun."
Maybe just a nice brandy this time. That's all.
Oh, yeah. Some people can't do it more than once. Well, okay, so let's go upstairs. He
Hey,
leads.
maybe bring it down. Could you bring it down here? This seems so cozy. I'd hate to make everybody.
Okay, I got you covered. And he walks upstairs.
Is there furniture?
Okay, so let me describe the room a little bit more. It's like it looks more like a medical triage room more at like this point, where there's lots of cots and
Neat.
things like that. There are a few
Fine.
chairs
Can
and
Aaron
tables
sit down?
here and there. There are a few chairs and tables. It's just that like it's partitioned off with like curtain or like suspended blankets and things like that to keep some privacy for some people.
Lovely, lovely. And this curse I'm feeling, or whatever it is it to the point of like I'm too lazy to divulge the whole plan, or is it?
I mean, it's up to you.
Say what I want.
It's up to you what like kind of a general apathy feels to you. I'll let you know if it's too little. But
Sure. I mean, I'm just really turning on the nobility thing right now.
of course,
Noble apathy. Give me a fucking drink and where can I sit down?
Allure sits down at this table with you off in one of the corners, and a few minutes later, Marley comes down with a platter of a couple different things. He's got like a couple brandies and a couple ales, and he puts them down on the table. He says, that should hold you over. I'll be over here." And he goes, sits down in one of his like oversized cots, suspended in the corner. And so Salen grabs one of the ales and pulls down about half of it, and it's huge in comparison to him. But he just kind of goes, pulls about half of it out of the ale or out of the stein and sets it down, wipes the suds off his upper lip, and says, "So, tell us what's going on. Why are you coming here?"
Well, I'll tell you in good time. Just give me a moment to appreciate whatever. A sip of brandy, and it doesn't matter how good it is. Could be the best brandy you ever tasted, but he's gonna go, and he puts it back down.
It's all right. You've had better, but it's all right.
Okay. I definitely make it known through my expression that is the sentiment. Put it down. Like turn it on the charm.
I'm just
Right
thinking
then,
of
so-
Lucille Bluth in my head.
Essentially, just a banana, Michael. How much are they? Like $10?
What are they? There's always money in the banana stand. Sorry. Derailed.
That would be a fun detour into D&D. Bluth family as a D&D like nobility family or something. That'd be hilarious.
Oh. I'm going to write that one down.
It is. Right. So then, where was I? Right. The dancing disc. Dancing queen. The lord of the dance. You know, the dancers. It's fucked, isn't it?
Yeah. Are you feeling
You can
all
also
right?
tell me. You can also tell me if it's too much.
You feeling all right? I feel like has he been in the mist? Has he been in it? And then Lure's just like, yeah. And Salen, or just kind of puts his hand up towards you, Aaron, and he kind of pats you on the shoulder.
What are you doing? What are you?
And
I do not.
a warm glow like comes through you, and a few seconds later, this sense of general apathy like fades, and suddenly you're back on the mission, and the you definitely feel like you've been manipulated in some way. You know that like whatever you were feeling was definitely not natural.
Fucking right. And he'll just like he's gonna like pretty much swig the brandy. He'll have the exact same I've had better, and put the cup down. And, right. So clearly, the whatever sort of religion, politics hybrid thing has been happening has this place quite securely under their thumb, and it is our goal, and I think it's yours, to rip out the thumbnail, totally eviscerate whatever giant body is happening here. I'm an assassin. It's just how I think. Take the thumb. No, cut the thumb clean off. What we wish to do is take the city and push it somewhere else.
Subtly.
Yeah.
Ease it into it.
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. He's looking at Allure like, who is this guy? And it's like, if I'm catching your drift, you want to forcefully teleport this city? Use the old teleportation device?
Indeed. Aye. Have you heard about what's going on back home? Like home, where the city is originally from?
I've heard. It's been a little while, but I've heard.
Indeed. What we need is need help. And this city would be one of the greatest sources of that help. It has some very powerful arcane magics. It has great warriors. I gesture to the room. It has just say advice from what I think are trusted members of the council. We'll get to that part in just a moment, I'm sure. But we need your help. One, get the city out of its stupor, whatever sort of strange thing it's in, because it's clearly a trap. It can't be good to stay in this. Secondly, it's been out of the material plane for so long. It's from what I understand, if something leaves the Feywild, that's from the Feywild, it doesn't feel so good. Something is in the Feywild that isn't of the Feywild. Would not the same sort of happen. It's not healthy for this city to stay here for so long. Go back.
You're certainly not wrong. Allure looks at him and says, Salen, if there's one person you should be able to connect with, someone you should be able to show, you should show him. This is important. And Salen looks at Aaron and just kind of, he squints. You see his eyes flash like a bluish color for a second. And where his previous, more human, more gnomish looking eyes once were, now revealed a more reptilian looking eye with a slit in the middle, a goldish iris. And Salen looks at you and says, I sense Stranmoss's blessing in you. Perhaps even a little of the Raven Queen's influence.
Oh, I mean, the jet black cloak really does help with the ambiance. How do you know that? So do you need any eye droplets? Do you have any? Do you need what? How?
He moves into the part of the room that's a little bit more open, and he says, "I've always been a friend to rebellion," and his stout little body starts growing and expanding, his clothes vanishing, his neck getting larger, and two enormous gold wings extending from his back. And after several seconds, you see standing before you a 15-foot tall, large winged gold dragon.
I was not. I'm impressed. I was not expecting. Very good. Very good. Good show. Top drawer.
Well,
Absolutely.
fuck.
Get out here. Get out here.
Just
Aaron,
to the
Aaron
ether.
imagine Kortok just going, oh, fuck.
Ortok sitting there drinking his ale when all of a sudden.
Something we need.
He looks at you again.
Aaron, he'll put on a very formal bow. He's not dumb enough to insult a dragon at this point.
Allure actually does give a slight bow to this creature. The creature says, "I am Lareth, Prince of Justice and the Golden Redeemer. I have granted you an audience to me. I have stayed here for maybe 50 years, give or take."
Blink of an eye. Where have you been? You know what? That's none of my business.
If you were to ask where I was this whole time, in a previous life, I was the leader of the rebellion in the material plane, and a mentor to a group of young adventurers who would call themselves heroes. I don't suppose you know my good old friend, Little Cloud, would you?
I've heard his name tossed around. Aye.
Good.
He's also tossed me around, so to speak.
Thus is his way.
Good way to put it.
But we failed. We failed again and again, and once they were gone, I thought I could do it without them. So I am here, in exile. I will
Well,
try and help you, but I'm afraid
I will.
that my confidence is a bit low.
What you need, it seems, is what in the business is known as professionals. I happen to know a few. Happen to be one myself. Strawn Moss and Queenie didn't grant us whatever accolades for nothing. I hope she doesn't mind me calling her Queen.
Make a dexterity saving.
Portal opens up, hand comes out. Hand goes back in, portal disappears.
Right. And you take 60 necrotic damage.
No.
Your achievements are already obvious to me. So I simply ask you, what do you need from me for this plan to work.
Well, judging from what we know, we need to know who to trust on this council the city seems to have. We need to know what else is necessary to bring the city back. We need to know if the people will help once we do bring them back. It's all worth it. Otherwise, we're just kidnapping a city for what? Destruction.
The people live meaningless lives of debauchery, and they have no fulfillment. While they might look happy on the outside, I suspect they yearn and hunger for something meaningful to do in their lives.
I can personally say that is exactly what they feel.
When it comes to the council, I can't say anything. They're all shrouded in mystery and wards that I cannot penetrate. They are powerful people that all I can say is you should trust none of them. Perhaps the most trustworthy is Yakan, since he is a builder. Other than him, that's all I can say. As you can see, our forces here are rather limited, and he looks towards the apathetic group of rebels that are behind him.
This is everyone. I thought it was just some sort of, oh, some people are here right now. This is everyone.
These are the people that can fight. The rest of them are...
And how about yourself?
Oh, myself.
Indeed, Mighty One. You are, in fact, a fucking dragon. I hadn't noticed. Surely. Your claws are spears, your teeth are swords, that whole...
Only you can be the cause of true change here. All the things that I seem to put my hands in go wrong. And I don't think I can be the spearhead of your rebellion.
Certainly not, but, no, you can leave the spearheading to us, but you are a fucking dragon. It would be an absolute shame. Shame is the best word. An absolute shame. You do not fight this glorious battle. You need not be the leader. I'll be the leader. I'm quite good at it. An entire group. I have an entire guild under my foot. I have led countless skirmishes against thousands at once.
Make a
100 orcs to a man. 100 orcs to a man.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, okay. Dragon likes me. When does he eat me? I have to know now.
That's right. No.
He chose wisely. Ooh, an 18 and a 9. All right, let's see. Persuasion. 19 plus 14 is 23. No. Yes.
33.
33. Thank you.
You
Math.
have a plus 14 to persuasion? Holy crap.
Yeah, man. I'm insightful and persuasive and sneaky. That is it.
He contemplates.
I'm either giving someone a hug or stabbing them in the
And sometimes both at the same time.
He stands in the middle of the room contemplating your words, He takes a few awkwardly long moments, sighs, and says, I will do what I can. Whatever you need, a distraction, a first strike. But then I will stay behind and tend to those that may fall.
That is more than I could have. And not be more grateful. Cannot wait to tell my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Some sort of cyborg. One has died twice. And one deals with such gusto. Absolutely amazing.
It's
Absolutely like poetic. Breathtaking.
management issues.
So, can I meet with your friends?
Indeed, I would very much like that. I should sort of split to accomplish different missions. I would say this is a very successful session. It has succeeded on my end. Wow, my brain just sorry.
Reboot.
Yeah. Did I mention that I literally right, yeah. Did I mention I literally came from work? Right. It has been a success on my end. The others are doing. One is hoping to speak to. The others are. What was everyone else doing? I'll relay what everyone else is doing.
Some
Can
of the
trust this dragon.
rest of you guys were just kind of hanging out at Elodie's place, right?
You bet.
Okay.
So should I go to Elodie's? I will go fetch them here.
Oh, dear.
Give us however long it takes.
If less of them, if less movement will be had if I go along with you.
If you wanted to be your, know me, Taj, I could take it
You
to them
know me,
as well.
That is the plan. He turns to
Perfect.
all of
There's-
his.
Quarter of a bottle of wine waiting for me.
He turns to all the rebels in there and speaks in a more booming voice and just says, "My friends, be ready in the streets. My blessing should kick in soon, and you should be free of your burdens. When that time comes, be ready, and you will know the signal." And a bunch of the other elves in Eladrin still look like they're like under some sort of like suppressive effect, like give him a apathetic nod. And he slowly shrinks back down as his wings retract into his body, and he turns back into Salen, the excitable gnome. And he kind of waddles up to you. All right, let's get going, huh?
Wait, are you going to finish your
Dragon
ale?
who can
Still
roleplay.
like
Oh,
right.
and he pulls the rest of it down and puts it on the table. All right,
Lovely,
I'm ready to go.
fantastic. As Aaron, I guess, leads the way,
Okay.
Snatch the brandy bottle on the way out.
Absolutely.
Well, I guess should we stealth? Or are we going to go on other people's missions now, or what would you like to do?
Allures just says, "I think we should just sneak back. That's our best bet."
Sorry, that was a DM question. Should
Oh.
we? Did I continue this path, or did you want to go to somebody else's? Like,
Oh, got it.
right? Sorry.
Quickly roll a stealth check for me.
Okay, gotcha. Holy shit. 19, which means 35.
Okay. You guys also, Aaron, you notice as like it's almost like as Salen is walking along with you guys, that the shadows start to almost cling to you and hide you, and you sneak through the city very easily.
Does the miasma come about?
He doesn't seem to have an additional effect on you at this moment.
Okay.
So now we're going to move from Aaron's side to the rest of you. That took a while, but that's all right.
I subdued the dragon, kind of, in a way.
Subdued the dragon.
So the rest of you, I'm going to say have about an hour, as Aaron is gone and eventually returning. Within that hour, what are you guys doing?
I would go up to Elodie and ask, do you have a religious text for the Endless Dance?
No. Sorry.
Is there a religious text?
I don't think
the-
there is.
What is there? Why? What do they do? They dance?
It's all oral, okay? I'm sorry.
That doesn't make any sense. How's it supposed to be a real official thing if it's not written down? Obviously. It's all
You've never
made
heard
up.
of oral traditions before? What's wrong with you?
It's by barbarians. Barbaric. Call yourself a real religion.
Well, I don't follow it, so yeah.
You seem to be defending it like you do. What do? They just get together and dance, right? That's it.
I don't know. I don't do it. It was too weird. You just do the same thing all the time, and it was just I didn't want. Why am I arguing this with you? And she like flicks her hair over and stalks into the
It's what
corner
I
of the room.
do. Win arguments. One for talk. So,
And I turn back to the rest of the group.
I've deduced the dancing desk only exists to make people frustrated and stupid. That's it.
So
This will
just
be
makes
real
you-
easy.
He thinks when he goes, so it just makes you frustrated.
Well, yeah, me, yes. Ortok uses brain.
That was a joke.
Ha ha.
So funny. Otherwise, I think we're just gonna wait
Yep.
until Aaron comes back. Yes.
Yeah.
You go,
Aaron
wait,
is
hold
on
on.
the phone. He's on the. He's astrally projecting.
He's on his sending stone.
In the meantime, you guys want to hear me play the solo from "You Can Call Me Al" on the penny whistle?
Yeah, man. Hit me up.
You don't. It's way too loud. I did it for the first time because Heather's not home right now,
Uh-huh.
and every single time I play it. I can play it this loud, like, and she'll hear it 2 floors up, and she'll be like, "Turn that goddamn thing off!" Like it's the most obnoxious sound in the world. She absolutely hates it. Absolutely hates it. And so I was like, I can finally play up the full like range of it without pissing anybody off. But it's so loud, it's so obnoxious. Penny, are you gonna come up here?
Penny.
Penny, come here. Come on.
Come here, Penny.
What are you doing? Come on. Stop. No, don't lay down. Come up here. Everybody's waiting for you. All 2 people watching the stream, which is just me and somebody else. Come on, Penny.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Oh, I'm gonna get you.
Ah, there we go. That's about as good as it's gonna get.
Benny.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Adam and Chris. I'm gonna be up. I'm gonna be up in your direction, middle of next month.
Ooh.
I'm gonna be up in Door County.
Doko?
So, if you guys want to like do some sort of outdoor hang or something, I'd be cool with that.
Yeah.
Do you have extra discs for disc golf by
I do.
chance?
I do.
Because
Have extra
I
discs.
would love to try
other
that
day.
sometime.
Amazon.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Amazon package,
Cool.
new discs.
Pretty much.
We should do that. We should do that. That'd be sweet.
When is that?
It
you come in?
is.
Not that I'm ever busy with anything, but
It's the 15th of August.
15th of August.
That weekend, probably a long weekend. I'm planning. So it might actually be like the 14th or something, but we'll see.
Yeah. Let me know because I work Fridays and Saturdays, but I get done Saturday at like 3. So, and I'll be in Green Bay, so like I can just like if you wanted to carpool or something, Chris too. We can,
oh yeah, we could do that.
All right, cool. Well, we'll
that'd be slick.
figure something out.
Are you
'cause
bringing?
Hmm?
Are you bringing your trailer and you're just gonna like camp out?
It's not quite done yet. I'm waiting on fiberglass in the mail, but
Oh,
no, we're going. My parents' friends have a cabin up there, and we're just renting it from them.
oh, that's slick. That'd be really nice. As
Hello,
long as you
sorry.
don't hit. Oh, you're back.
Sorry,
yeah,
I know. Sorry to interrupt you guys.
Well, now
but
that he's back.
I thought we were playing D&D.
so I'll look for. I was gonna bring my discs anyway, so try and find some cool courses up there, and we
Yeah,
can
there's gotta be some.
give it a shot.
Gotta
Yeah,
be.
gotta be.
Gotta be.
Cool. Yeah, let me know if you guys either want to get your own, or if you want me to bring something, because there's like starter sets you can get that are like super cheap as well. But
I just bought a starter set. Painting.
otherwise, I got you covered. I can probably figure something out. But
Although I very well might. I just found out like I live 3 minutes away from. It's not like a real disc golf, park, but it's like a park with disc golf in it.
that's very common. It's just like
Yeah.
a regular like county park or something that has a course on it. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm like, I should really just get one and just practice out here. And it's like within biking distance of my house. I'm like,
Oh, that's so dope.
oh, it's so nice. And there's a coffee shop and a brewery right next to
Oh,
it.
you got it.
And
made.
DD.
Last thing, there's a disc golf course in Milwaukee that has a beer garden attached to it.
Ugh, what else could you
And
possibly want?
It's
course there
amazing.
We should go live from a beer
That's
garden
awesome.
sometime. There you
Ooh,
go.
that'd be sweet. Okay, so here we go.
It would be a lot of fun.
Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm sorry. So we're rolling initiative. I assume.
So,
Rolling initiative.
everyone at
Talk was
Ellery's
part of the
house
theme, so
was waiting just to see when Aaron would get
wait.
back.
Now we're fighting Old Dragon. Damn it.
Damn. And Ortok, Atreus, and Gabriel, you are waiting around until after about an hour, a little bit longer, the door slowly creaks open. On your guard, but you see Aaron peek in and walk into the door with a lure, with a strange gnomish man in tow.
What was this?
Aaron,
This is a very helpful person. Extremely helpful.
Lareth the Golden Redeemer.
Oh, did you forget his name?
This is Larry.
Larry!
Larry boy.
Oh my god.
I don't want to give it away. Building drama and suspense. Forgot the name. But Aaron's character is building drama and suspense.
I see.
I'm not going to reveal as a dragon who hasn't revealed themselves as a dragon.
Okay.
So who is this?
Hi, I'm Salen. I heard that
Where?
you guys are doing some sort of rebellion.
Well, did you pick this guy up off the street, Aaron?
He can finish half an Illen with help. At his size, that's quite impressive.
I do it 3 times a day.
Oh God, another
Breakfast, lunch, and
drunk.
dinner. He is a professional.
Okay, I guess. So, did you figure anything
Also,
out?
he's more
did you?
powerful than all of us combined.
What? He said no.
Also, he may
or,
be more powerful than all of us combined.
Whatever.
His name Daryl.
He might as well be. This guy's name, Daryl.
So why'd you bring him? What are you doing here? This is clearly not exactly a simple situation.
I
No,
just wanted to
so-
see what the plan was and see if I could help out in any way.
Well, the plan was for Aaron to go and talk to some people, get some information. So, Aaron, tell us about that information.
Trust no one. Except maybe Hakan. I trust no one. Let's see. The people here are living meaningless lives. Absolutely horrendous. They're happy, but they're not, you know? They have everything they could possibly want, and they're miserable. Fuck it. He's a dragon. He's here to help.
You just see
I'm
him just
sorry,
like
you-
waving.
what?
He's just like, hi.
Oh,
You can't tell. It's absolutely
insight
ferocious.
check.
What are you doing, Cody?
Is Aaron telling the truth here?
Oh yeah,
Harry.
insight check.
Ortok's gonna
I'm
start
not
drinking
trying to
again.
lie, so I won't.
You know,
Pretend.
14.
I mean,
I rolled a 4.
he's telling the truth.
Seems to be telling the truth.
I'm sorry.
What are you
So,
doing?
Skippy or whatever your name is, little man. You're a dragon.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes.
Sometimes. Like, just a, like, dwarf that likes to dress up like a dragon. 'Cause I know sometimes they do that.
Okay. You'll get to see my party trick after all. And
You know what? I don't know if I want to go to that party.
is-
I'm just saying.
all of a sudden, these gold wings erupt from his back. His body extends and changes, polymorphs into this huge golden dragon that takes up basically the entirety of Elodie's house. The dragon is hunched over and coiled up in the corner. Elodie just says, "Ah! And she ducks into the corner and poof, turns invisible. She's gone.
Aaron, look out! There's a dragon in the room.
You don't say. 1, 2. I told you already.
Okay,
People-
let's
you-
switch in the wall.
You seem to believe me.
Sorry, sometimes I get lost in the persona. So, what is your...
Dragon.
what
When they
is
putting
your
on
plan?
reading glasses. Sorry.
Could you go back to small man? Could you?
Yes.
Like pressed up against the wall.
He shrinks back down into his gnomish self.
Okay.
Right. So he's a friend of Little Cloud, and potentially his other patriots. Do you know Whisper? You met Whisper before.
Yeah, she was in that group too.
Indeed. She is. This is for another time. Put the bug in your ear. She's missing. We fought a vampire. Got transferred here. She wasn't transferred here. Don't know where she is.
Sounds about par for her. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So if you're not worried, I'm not worried.
Well, anyway, let's get down to business. What are we looking at? Bunch of guards outside of the main spire. Is your plan brute force, or is it what is it?
Do you know how to use the machine?
I have not seen it, but I suspect I'd be able to figure it out.
Have you seen this thing before, Aaron? Show him the little piece of metal that you with your mouth that got us here.
It's the flute.
Yeah, that's what it is. I was thinking trombone. Whatever you have handy,
It's a sack
really.
butt.
My golden
But-
magic trombone. Golden magic trombone. All right. Right. I will take out. Is it a 3-piece or is it one flute?
It's unibody.
A unibody?
And I just kind of unsheath the flute, I guess.
From your sleeve.
Right. I'm totally unprepared.
Oh, this? Sweet.
This is very rare. You have it just hanging out in your backpack.
But, sorry, it's adventuring. You know how this goes. It's not much
suppose.
room to put stuff.
This is a flute of the plains. This can help you get basically anywhere. Be very careful with it.
I.
Do you know how to use it?
It takes a special hand to use it, special talent, or a device to stabilize its usage.
So you're saying you could eventually get the device to work?
I suspect that I could get it to work pretty quickly, but I'd need to see it and be able to discern its workings. But yes, I think I could get it to work pretty quickly.
Wonderful.
Do you know how to get there?
It's in the basement of the central spire. Been monitoring it for some time. Can't really get inside, but it's easy to know where powerful magics are coming from, so that seems to be where it is. And also it seems to be that whatever plans are going on there, the other 3 primal elements are concentrated there.
All right.
It's good. And we don't have to go on 3 more mirror missions that we've already done before, but are completely different now. Wonderful. You need us to get you inside. James.
Listen, it's been hard for me to get inside. There's powerful wards, and I am not exactly stealthy when it comes to not appearing absorbently magical.
Right, I understand. I am the same way.
I might look like a gnome, but to any wizard with good eyes, they'll see something very funky going on.
Right. So you need to be kept hidden till it is time to mess with. Wonderful. Which means we need to pretty much take over the spire. To clear a clear a path, have space and time to work. Fabulous. How much time do you reckon you would need? Not knowing literally anything about it.
I mean, maybe a day.
Right.
And what do you think's more likely? Us holding a citadel for a day, or someone convincing Yakan to make the device work?
Well, even if we get Yakan to work the device, you need to either convince or trick council, potentially the entire religious structure, and anyone that brainwashed that would try to stop us out of sheer, brainwashery.
I think the simplest solution then would be to disable whatever's creating this miasma.
Indeed.
Yeah, let's get rid of that thing. It's obnoxious. It smells like lilac.
Really?
It's fantastic.
Do
I
we
I
know
want to
what the
bathe in
source
it.
of Is it- Do we know the source of this magic? I'm assuming it's magic.
Whatever it is, it's coming from the central spire.
Of course.
Maybe we should investigate Central Spire. Maybe scope it out in case we need to get inside. Penetrate its defenses. Get an idea for what we're dealing with here. Maybe take out the gas thing. It's fantastic. It reminds me of my childhood. It's amazing.
Right. So, shoot, what's my ability? I should take a day or something to.
Or how does your owl work?
I could. It's a very personal question. It's sorry.
Oh god.
I can. Trying to remember, I can't see through it, but it can speak to me.
Correct.
Oh, okay. So I don't know if that'll be as useful. for
However, I am able to give it quite specific hands. I could ask it to. What's the item name?
Of the owl?
Yeah,
It's like,
and I don't think I have a card for that one,
yeah, I keep on forgetting to send it to you. It's like,
which is okay. I can just look it up.
I think it's the Obsidian Owl of Wondrous Power.
Emerald? I thought
Or
it
is
was Emerald.
Is it emerald? Maybe it
Thought it
is
was
an
an emerald
emerald. Yeah, I think you're right. It's an emerald. Emerald owl of Wondrous Power.
Wonder.
Every time I see there's like
Wonder.
there's an
Oh,
image
you-
for all of them in the Dungeon Master's Guide, and they're stacked up kind of like how the Sultan is stacking up his little figurines in.
You use
Aladdin.
it?
That's what they always
I
remind me of.
love it. Or the serpentine owl.
Yeah, the goat ones are stacked up, and I'm like, goats! They're stacked up like Aladdin.
Perfect.
Anyway, yes, emerald. Oh no, serpentine.
Cool.
Never mind, serpentine.
I
Serpentine.
mean,
owl.
it's all the same.
It's all the same. It's green.
Yeah.
It's green.
It's green. Excellent. Essentially, Beatrice, to answer your question, it's essentially it's good for spying. Yeah, I would say it would probably be absolutely perfect for this mission, I think.
Didn't he just say they have magical defenses?
It too, but it's just what's another bird flying around a tower? Have we
We
seen
look
birds?
outside. Do we see
from the
birds?
tower?
Yeah.
Birds? Yeah.
There
Birds are unknown.
There There are beards flying around the tower. Periodically.
Bard.
Burbs.
Burps.
A
There are
beard.
bards flying around. The
Bunch of people running around playing lute, just floating.
It's awful.
Constantly singing
The
the dancing death.
All right.
Nothing
So
does. Nothing
we
does.
have both problems in essentially one location. I was hoping one would be somewhere else.
Well, I say we scope it out. Let's go right now.
But this-
Right. Wow, that's pretty general. It'll do whatever I tell it to, essentially.
Is there any back way in to the place, or
Not that I can tell.
This player.
Hard to get close to the place.
I'll leave
Yeah.
that to me.
so? Aaron,
Alright.
do you want to scout it?
Right. Are we going now? Or are we talking to a cop?
Do you want me to send him a message?
I feel like we should scope it out before we entrust ourselves to him and he possibly tips them off that we're here.
Okay.
Indeed. Jolly
Um,
good.
Finally, Elodie reappears and says, "So, what do you need me to do?"
Did you only steal the one bottle of wine?
I promise, only one.
Oh, I was hoping for a second. That's no help.
Oh. Now pull out the brandy.
Oh, Aaron. Ah, fantastic. Well, are we going to go? Are we going to send the bird? What do you want to do?
We should go.
Yeah, we should go. All right. I say we go right now while I'm thinking of it.
Elodie,
Mm-hmm.
we may need to retreat back to this place. So, unlocked perhaps, and just remain largely unnoticed. I don't mind. If you betray us, I will cut your fucking head off.
You,
I.
I'd like to see you try. She like winks at you, and then she's like, "I'll keep my place cozy for you," and she walks away.
God, I feel like Erin's gonna get back, and she's gonna do that thing that Sokka did in the tent.
Oh yeah, there's like the clover, like rose petals everywhere, and
Fantastic.
Zuko.
Why?
Okay.
Oh, God.
All right. So you guys are heading out. Is that the sense I'm
Yep.
getting?
Probably stealthily. Probably.
Trying.
We'll find out.
All right. So
Yeah.
everyone, as you go out of Elodie's place and head towards the center of the city, where the main central silvery spire is, I need you all to please roll some stealth checks.
Woo! Oh,
Sick.
Also,
Yes.
before you guys get down through there, you watch as Salen, the gnome, casts some sort of spell, and you watch as the shadows seem to start to cling to you guys, and as you walk through the middle of like various streets and whatnot, you actually see that your feet leave no footprints or anything. You guys get +10 to your stealth rolls.
ooh. Let me change this.
25.
Ooh.
It's the stealthiest I've ever been.
Atreus?
8.
Let's put what with the +10?
Oh, sorry. 18.
Yeah, okay. Aaron?
38. But good effort, Atreus.
Atreus is like, who said that?
He's like nowhere. Yeah.
Ortok?
34.
34, dang.
Jeez.
Okay. The group silently and barely perceptibly walks through town. You are so quiet and are so like clung in shadow that at one point you walk barely 20 feet away from a pair of Minotaur sentinels, and they don't notice you. You walk by almost feeling like you're cheating a little bit, kind of like just barely a care through the center of town. You walk through some markets, deserted places, see nobody about except for Minotaurs and Satyrs with various weapons, and come to the center square, where, Aaron, you've seen this scene before, where the middle of the square is filled with approximately 30 Minotaurs and Satyrs, all guarding in various positions around the central spire. The spire has 2 entryways, both facing the south, but spaced apart by about 30 or so feet. The spire itself a good 100 feet around, and rockets up into the sky a good 200 feet, maybe even higher. And you are all kind of huddled in an alley between 2 kind of ancillary buildings that are near the spire. There's like the clearing, the square that's between you and the center is maybe 80 feet or so. And between you and these doors are all of these guards. They walk in various directions. Some of them posted in very obvious places. Others seem to be patrolling the square. And no other activity is really going on around here. What are you guys doing?
Is there a way in that we can see
Lots of
other than the
cards.
front door?
Make a perception check.
Heebity-deebity-dee. Oh. Wait, yeah. It's, 26.
26. Okay. You don't see any sort of like secret entrance or any sort of like cellar entry or anything like that. One thing I did forget to mention is there is that spiral style staircase that goes around the outside of the building that goes up to the top where you guys had teleported in the first place.
Does that staircase start at the bottom of the spire, like outside bottom?
Outside bottom, yes.
Does it descend further in?
It does not.
Do we see where the like miasma is coming from at all?
Yeah, make
I
a
know it was-
perception check.
Can I look for that, too?
Oh,
Sure.
yeah, why doesn't... Yeah, Gabriel should roll for that.
Well, he shouldn't.
12. Oh, no.
15.
15.
Au contraire.
So 15, you do manage to see that near the... it's actually very near the base of this tower. Several of the windows, and they are like kind of slatted open a little bit, and the gas seems to just kind of billow and emanate out of this ring. It would probably be like 1 story up is the height of these windows that seem to have the gas slowly pouring out. It's barely perceptible at this range because it's all pretty thick at this point, but you do notice that it seems to be kind of emanating from that area.
So either they're pumping it from a different floor to come out there, or their device or whatever is making the mist is on that floor.
That floor. Is there Anything large enough that perhaps an owl-sized thing could into.
Yeah, I'd say the windows are open enough for an owl to fly through.
Lovely. Can the owl carry things? Perhaps the size of a small jewel or bead.
Yeah.
I have a suicide bomber.
Right.
I'm gonna double check something. Just double checking.
Hold on.
It reverts back to a
Planning.
figurine, but it won't return to me if that's what you're.
That's
That's
not.
what you're at.
I mean, that's good to know, but that's not what I'm looking at.
I'd have to retrieve the figurine.
Yeah. Oh,
There'd
you
be
just
none
right.
or more flies.
Train him to use the launcher that Gabriel made.
In his, just give him like little tiny owl crossbows
Okay.
attached to his feet.
Like a cyborg owl.
Love this game.
We had one of those for a little bit. Do you remember?
Yeah,
It was
That was you.
An eagle or a falcon or something?
I think it was
Yeah.
Like a phoenix?
Falcon.
We still have the Falcon cyborg body.
Yeah, isn't it like above the door or something? We just kind of use it as decoration now.
Very expensive decoration.
We don't repair stuff.
Necklace of fire.
The only reason it could be as repaired as it got. How to pick locks. Like that's about it.
Okay.
For the we wanna
I'm gonna say, yes. Your owl can hold a bead.
Neat.
For how long? It's just
Right.
okay. Here it is.
There's no yeah. Ah,
Uh-oh.
To me, this is like you're just like pulling the pin of a grenade and giving it to something, and you're just like, go.
Go now. Do the thing.
Fly, you fool.
Do you imagine the people watching just like an owl flying towards a building and then all of a sudden exploding?
You know,
What's
character
that
where
birdie?
Harry Potter character, the Seamus Finnegan, I think, one who makes everything explode all
Yep.
the time,
Yep.
no matter. What. Right. You gave me magic bombs. What do you want? I bought them.
They were expensive.
They were expensive.
I should use them in a very expensive manner.
By potentially ruining an entire encounter that Mitch spent 3 hours planning.
Because,
The thing is, I would have to sacrifice Aberforth. I'm not willing to do that. I can also fly, however.
how about you could see if the device is on that level, and if that's the case, we could figure out how it works so we can disable it.
Or follow me on this. Follow me on this. We flip it, and instead of making people serene, we make them panic.
I'm not sure what good that
I don't know if
It would be a
And that may not be
fantastic
possible.
distraction.
it would be a hilarious prank. I understand.
It'd be hilarious. It would be funny.
I mean, can we turn on different mood gases? Can we just make everyone randy?
I mean, if we think about it this way, if we turned it off, then they're going to be like, oh no, somebody broke it, and then they're confused or scared, and they know people are going to attack. Or we change it so that people are panicking, and then they're like, oh no, our thing is, and then we can, it's a distraction. It's a distraction.
But
I've done too much thinking
Indeed.
today.
That's assuming we know how it works and if it works that way at all.
Well, if our friend here
hence the finding
knows
out
how to
it
work
works.
a giant teleportation thing, maybe he can fix this too. We put the brains back in. What? Come on. We can do this.
Right, we are professionals, but we can't make machines do things machines don't do. I think we should just build up and go in the basement.
assuming you
They
can
say.
blow it up.
What could possibly go wrong with this scenario?
It's true.
Are there
I'll
people
tell you what,
walking on the
I
spider
can be a
upstairs?
distraction if you want me to be.
I like you as the trump card. You're very much. Oh, it would just be so badass if it came out at just the right time. So, I would like to handle this.
I'm not going to
before
be
you go out.
there at your whatever the conclusion to this is. My touch is tainted in these matters.
That's fine. Yeah, we'll get to that. Just for now.
But you'd be able to help
Yeah,
us
you're not-
with the machine when we get in?
I can help you with that. Yes.
Okay.
So we sent off
Um,
up to the what floor was it again? That the stuff was coming out of.
Can
But
I
the
just,
second
like,
floor, yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
is that very high?
I mean, when you were inside this place, when you were kind of at that town meeting, open forum,
Mhm.
there were pretty high vaulted ceilings, so it's probably like 30 feet up.
Right. Just get out. Fight with that person over there. Wait, are there people about? Are we in public? What's happening?
You guys are hiding in an alley.
Sure. Never mind. Don't do that. I'm just gonna go sneak in. See what there is. Sneak back here. You
Okay.
think? Yeah. Objections?
That's fine.
Go for
All
it.
right. Go then. I'll go fly up there and can I sneak and like just a recon?
Sure. Roll a stealth check.
The reconnaissance. Renaissance. 24.
Okay. You fly up, and using some of the roofs of the nearby houses, obscure your approach, and fly up to, like, you're looking for the second floor and trying to look inside. Is that the vibe I'm getting, or?
I want to see if there's a thing or person or whatnot reducing this map.
Okay. You fly up, getting up to one of the windows, and kind of, you have to be constantly moving because there's different patrols walking around the spire, and you kind of have to, like, sometimes retreat back for a second, wait for them to pass, and then come back up. But as you look into the window, it's peeked open. You see that there is what appear to be a large collection of basically like 6-foot tall mason jars that are filled just a little bit with appears to be like some sort of dirt in the bottom, some like small bits of plant growth in there, and then a large plant that's grown on the interior of this jar. There's several of these jars. It appears to be some sort of just like gorgeous looking flowering plant with a big like purple flower that looks a lot like a thistleweed. And then also it has like multiple like thorny vines coming off of it with a like Venus flytrap like ends to them. The mist is just emanating from these purplish flowers, and from the jars they're being funneled towards the windows.
Lovely. People in that room? Or is it just a greenhouse?
It appears to just be a greenhouse, and they're all in there like in these large glass jars.
Right. Yeah. Is the window I'm looking through, is that... Oh, so it's like an open concept?
Yeah,
Second
so
floor?
it's like the shutter can be pulled straight down vertically, and it's been cracked open.
Sure, yeah. Like those weird screen doors on old houses.
Oh,
All right,
yeah, yeah.
right, like you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Lovely. Right. So badly want to commit, but I shall refrain. I shall resist. Okay, I will fly back.
Okay.
Me, comrade.
So, you guys watch. Aaron suddenly lands and appears next to the rest of you.
Right. So, the answer is botany.
They're using plants to make it.
Yes.
What is botany?
Pardon.
Study of plants.
Oh,
Study of
so
bots, obviously.
It's run by
Yeah.
robots.
It is. Robots
So
made
it's
of...
just a whole bunch of plants making gas.
Was there?
I-
Mm, mm, mm.
I say blow it up.
I think plants are flammable.
Buzz Lightyear wings just...
Was
What's going
it,
on,
That's-
guys?
was it just
Um,
one plant, or was it many?
Many. There's like one kind of big
Like,
one and
Sorry,
several...
I wasn't specific. It's like 6 big jars of these plants that are just dispersed throughout that level.
Was
master plant. Not like the mushroom, but it's like head mushroom, and then
we have
Yeah,
a dragon
they're very
that
large.
We have a dragon that breathes fire. I think. Do you breathe fire? I don't know.
You breathe fire.
Good guess. Good guess, and you are correct.
Oh, they feel like doing that epic dragon thing, attacking the tower. Is I know it's rather cliche. Get the job done.
Sounds like a good distraction to me.
Do we know the way into the basement?
I mean, it's a basement. Down.
There's a set of large spiral staircase on the interior of the entryway. Should
And-
go down.
Atreus is quite smart. Like maybe him and I together could figure out how the machine works.
I have utter confidence in both of you.
Let go. That's my phrase, right?
I say we do the plan.
Okay, so are we gonna wait for him to do the distraction and then go in?
We're gonna wait for Adam to catch a doggy.
Catch a Doge.
Penny.
Penny. Penny.
Bear,
I'll
how
go-
did you get there?
Yeah, Bear shows up on Adam's.
Wouldn't surprise me. No.
It wouldn't surprise me at all. Like he definitely has cartoon powers where he could just like appear in someone's picture frame. I don't know how. He just does crazy stuff like that all the time.
Sure. Yeah, Bear doesn't give a fuck.
He
We'll break
doesn't
all the
care
laws of
about
physics.
Physics?
Fine.
No. Somehow, like
No.
at a full sprint, I can
Barely.
maybe barely catch him, and then he's like, nope, and then he runs like twice
Faster.
as fast. I don't know how he does it.
Sure.
He's
He has a turbo drive.
Toying with you.
Twice the amount of legs as you.
Yeah, but they're like a quarter
But
it
as
is a
short.
All together, he has like 1.5. But
Anywho,
Well, hell, he has proven that he does not believe in physics by breaking himself with him.
this is true.
What did you say? Didn't he wag so hard, hurt himself or something?
No, he ran
happened?
too much, and then he like did a roll
Like-
and ran more, and then he squealed, and it was horrible, and that was that happened.
Yeah.
Right.
He has two. Technically, he has two bulging discs in his back.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's right.
What's sad pup?
Oi.
Anyway,
What happened? I'm sorry, Heather just got home.
So anyways, we started blasting.
that's the plan.
So I went and started.
Where we're
There they are. Blast them.
Okay, so that's the plan. Tower defense.
You-
That's the plan.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
burn all the plants in the second level.
Sounds good to me.
On your mark.
How are we gonna? Ooh. Mm, never mind. Had a thought. It was a bad one.
All right. So,
Right.
you guys prep yourselves to get moving. Oh, is this the right one? Yeah, there we go. Prep yourselves to make your move. And
Oh, may your move.
Salen looks at you, gives you a little grin, and then just walks out into the open square as his gnomish self, and he just says, "Hey, you with the horns!" And like a bunch of heads turn his direction, and his body begins to shift and change, his big golden wings unfurling, and before you a large dragon just gleaming in its golden complexion just kind of floats up into the air, lets out a terrible roar that shakes the very air, and flies up to the side of the tower and grafts onto it. And you watch as it inhales and sticks its head into one of the windows, and you watch as the entirety of that floor, all of its windows, just fire comes flying out of every single one of those windows. And some glass and various objects get ejected from the interior. All of the various minotaurs and satyrs just stare for a second, like,
Did that just happen?
and then one of them is just like, "What are y'all doing? Get moving! Get over there!" And then some of them are like picking up various like ranged weapons and javelins and things and start running over in that direction. The dragon moved to like kind of slightly the opposite side of the tower, so like basically all but 5 of the various guards run off away from the square around the corner to where they can see the dragon on the side. Lareth, the Golden Redeemer, lets out another impressively large roar, and you watch as a bunch of these various guards like just cower in fear, but some of them stand true and start throwing javelins and various things at the dragon. You guys have basically a clear path to the front doors, other than a few front door guards that have kind of been ordered to stay put. So, Storm Animus, as this distraction is going off, what would you like to do?
Well, let's go.
All right. Like, how far away are the guards?
The square is like 80 feet across, and you're on the opposite side.
Alrighty.
So you guys go. Are you guys running in? That's my impression.
Unless someone else has a plan, I'm going to run in.
Nope, that's the plan. We go.
Should we
Here we
tell
go.
them we're tending the plants? Maybe they'll
Warthog's
let us
already
in.
running.
Okay.
Okay. That's a great idea.
Warthog runs straight straight at the front door, yelling,
Save the plants!
Okay.
You run towards them. Those guards are like, they look at you like really confused, but then one of the orcs, or not the orcs, one of the minotaurs that says, "That's him, the green one. That's the orc. Get him."
Oh
And
shit!
these 3 minotaurs and 2 satyrs come running in your guys' direction. We're gonna do like a free-form battle right here. So as you guys kind of run up towards them, you guys are acting first. So what would you guys like to do?
Sure. How? First of all, is it like us, our little group, going, and they are like converging? To
They're
meet
they're
us?
not really spread out. It's like just like small clump versus small clump.
Great. I throw a fucking fireball at them. Without breaking stride, Aaron just nope.
Okay. Roll your damage. So
There was a firefight.
8d6.
I was gonna
Okay.
throw a flame strike at him, but okay.
Got you, boo. All right, 1, 2. 8 of them, you said?
8d6. Yes.
Okay.
And oh my god.
Oh my god. Mother of God.
All but one of them fails.
Cool. I don't have time for this. I didn't get to use it, so I'm gonna use it. It's fine. Plants can't scream.
so far as you know.
Right? Yeah, seriously.
Ooh, one thing we could do is have the owl drink a potion of fire breath.
We have air support.
I love it. Dun, 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 dun.
Turns into a rocket. It jets off every time it uses it.
Maybe 25. 27 is what I
Most
have.
intense
Dang.
who.
Okay, so those minotaurs turn around and see you guys approaching. One says, "Hey, that's the orc. Get him!" And as he says, "Get him!" and he turns around and sees this tiny little bead floating through the air towards him. And he's just, "What the heck?" And then this huge flaming explosion. And you all kind of like Ortok, you're like the furthest ahead as you started charging, and you put your hand up to block the blinding light of this fireball. And as the fireball recedes and the smoke dissipates, all of them are just flat on the ground, just seared as like their clothes are slightly singed and burning. And you pause for a second, just and realize they're all destroyed, like they're totally incinerated.
God.
And you guys run past them into the front doors of the central spire.
Think of when the gang had to storm the Earth Kingdom Palace. There were just all those guards that they just went, nope, we're not doing this.
Just kidding.
We're seriously on your side.
Yeah, that's, it is kind of. It's
Kind of what's
right
happening.
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you guys make it into the front doors, and you guys have been here before. There is a kind of like atrium-like area with several offshoots and a main large entry door that leads to this kind of it would be a assembly hall where you had seen that stage with the Circle of Magtora doing a public forum previously. All these doors are closed. But you do see that there is a spiral staircase on the left, kind of a large, very grand looking, with golden railings and whatnot, going off down to the left. What do you guys like to do?
Is there a sign over the
Go
top
down.
saying teleport
Go
device
down
this way?
steps.
It does not say that. there's no glowing exit signs. Nothing like that.
No,
Go down.
Milwaukee County Zoo direction signs.
You are here.
Maybe the colored lines like at the hospital. Nothing. Just no.
Okay, so the device is downstairs, and here we go.
Down the stairs. We go down the stairs.
Right, heading down the stairs. These stairs spiral down, and you go down approximately 1 story, and you make it to a what appears to be like kind of like a screening room, or almost like a security style room, where there is a pane of like stained glass that depicts the city, and kind of an image of the next image on the pane glass, an image of the city kind of like distorting and spinning. And in the middle there's a door, a very grand looking door that's arched on the top with multiple different locking mechanisms on it. It has a large, like, regular key style lock and a couple other strange looking ones on it. So in total there's 3 locks, and you guys get up to it. What would you like to do?
Atreus, can you just walk through this door again? Remember when that was a thing?
I don't think so.
Aaron, do you want to try and pick it?
I can't walk through the door. What do you think I can walk?
I mean, oh god.
Oh! And he takes out his block face. Oh,
All right, so
we
the main-
could walk through.
There's 3 locks. There's the main one that looks like central on the door. Looks like a normal large key lock. There's 2 more that appear to be more, I guess, mystical in nature. There's a top one that looks to be just like a socket, like a half circle that's kind of embedded into it, that gives a faint bluish hue to it. And then the bottom one is similar, with like a little pocket in it. It has a reddish hue to it. So what would you like to do?
Should I shoot a firebolt at the red one? See if that does anything?
Sure. You shoot a firebolt at it, and as the firebolt hits this cupped region, the firebolt, normally you're used to the fire just kind of dissipating as soon as it smashes into something, but this time it hits it and almost seems to get contained in that pocket for a little bit, and just sits there and glows. It's fiery red color.
Ooh, maybe we'll get another magical instrument from that. I'll take out the decanter and go for water one.
Oh, you're shooting the decanter at it, the top one?
Sprinkle.
Okay, yeah. Just shooting a little bit of water in there from the decanter. The water pours and almost like gets gravitated towards this this little pocket, and kind of congeals into a nice little orb that spins around and glows and sets into that little socket. And now remaining is the key lock.
Go
Right.
for it. Also, as a rule, if you're gonna launch a fireball right next to my head, please give me a
Heat of battle, quite literally. And I just, I'll try to unlock the door now.
Okay.
Or I'll-
Thieves tools check.
Can I assist him via light to give him better view of what he's looking at?
Yeah, sure. So, Aaron, you're
Like
gonna
holding
get,
your
you're gonna get
flashlight to your
advantage on
dad.
the. Yeah. No, put it over there.
Holds magical flashlight.
So you get to roll an advantage, Aaron.
All right. That is, and I add proficiency, which is
Aaron, as you're working, the tower shakes for a second, and you hear a loud draconic roar come from upstairs.
Lovely. Oh God, that's terrible. It's just a 7. I'm sorry, an 8.
An
It's
8.
a 1 and a 3.
Wow.
No.
Whatever, man. I
Aaron,
convinced a dragon to help us. What do you fucking want? God.
you start working on this lock and start picking it back and forth, and
Been a while.
for a second you think you have it, and you like are about to turn it in the direction you think is right, and then your key gets, or your pick gets caught. You're like, oh shit, and then the door starts to like get a faint hue, a strange color, and a arc of electricity comes through the lock, through your lockpick, and into your hand. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Nice.
Woot.
This is fun.
Magic locks.
Talking.
Oh god. Oh god. Just.
That's
oh,
a natural 1. That's the second natural 1 you've rolled. I'm going to put you over here. We're never going to
you're
see you
done
again.
for the night.
You're dead. I should feed you to my cat.
You take 13 points of lightning damage.
Okay, that's not
Hey.
horrible.
I deserve it. I deserve it. In fact, Aaron probably says that. I deserve.
Why don't you do it again?
I'm not left-handed with the lockpicks. I'm sorry, Gabriel. You should try.
That is a horrible idea.
Well, we have to get through this door, right?
I'll give it a shot. I'll try.
So I take out my thieves' tools.
All right, go for it.
I'll help him with the light again if I can.
All right, you get
This is
advantage.
incredibly helpful. It's amazing.
Advantage. Thieves' tools. So it's sleight of hand, right?
So it's whatever your
Dex.
dexterity is plus.
Oh, just dex.
Are you you're proficient, right?
Yes. I
So you
am.
get your proficiency bonus as well.
Oh, sick.
Advantage.
Oh, then oops. Oh well.
That is 22.
22. All right. So, with the help of the light and you working your way, you actually notice that there's a false tumbler on the inside and manage to get behind it, push the last tumbler in, and unlock the door as the two elements sink into the door and fill these small crevasses that are in the door, illuminating it in this kind of beautiful way, and the center of it cracks open and shifts and leads into what appears to be a long corridor that's illuminated by kind of floating golden lights.
And the whole time I was mansplaining to Aaron exactly what you should have done.
Directing
Directing Gabriel on how to better use the light the entire time.
See, all you gotta do is
All you gotta do, yeah, Aaron, is it happens every time. False tumbler. You see, when you encounter one of these,
Aaron's just very silently pretending to listen, but his other hand is like gripping one of his knives, just like I could do it.
I could do it right now. I could.
Just Hawkeye just
Right now.
no one would know.
Right, yeah.
all right. This long corridor illuminated by these orbs, you guys keep running down. Allure and just a lure in tow. You guys are getting towards the end of it. It's this long, like vaulted ceiling corridor with like just beautiful depictions of various aspects of the city. Really, it's just kind of like a hall of wonders when it comes to the architecture they've created here. And you're getting close to the end of the corridor as you notice an open like passageway that seems to be where a door had once stood, though there are no actual swinging doors within its frame. You get about 30 feet from it as suddenly, erupting from the floor, a wall of fire seems to close off this door. and the fire is completely contained within the bounds of the door. It is not like erupting out towards you or anything. It's just kind of like it's created this physical fiery barrier erupts there, and that's all that happens. So you guys are about 30 feet from the door as this fire seems to close off your path.
I'm at a loss for this one. Take it away.
Does it look like it's being fed from somewhere?
Make an investigation check.
Boy. Investigation. 14.
14. You don't see any obvious like portholes or any sort of way that it's being stoked physically from this side.
Okay.
Do you want to try the? I think the decanter would work on it.
Might as well give it a shot. Yeah, I'll try the decanter. So I'll take
Super.
like 30-foot geyser thing. See if I can really douse it.
Okay. You speak the power word, and the huge blast of water comes out from the decanter, smashing into the fire. And a huge eruption of steam and smoke comes out from where the water impacts the fire. The steam disperses into the air, and you watch as the fire slowly seems to dissipate and eventually goes out.
Oh shit.
That was a lot of water, so it's just like you hydro pumped it, and it it slowly dissipates, and then you hear, in addition to a voice kind of appearing out of the ether, you see that behind the wall of fire there is now a rapid like stream of water, like a wall of water that's going from ceiling to floor, just rushing straight down. The voice gets conjured up and appears like in the water itself. The water seems to like shape and shift and show a face of a woman you know. You see in there Inara, the face of the woman that basically basically the first person that met you here, that seemed interested in meeting you at first. The Summer Eladrin that's on the 5th circle of Magtora. Her voice comes out of the water and just says, "Fools, why didn't you be nice and just die out in the wilderness?"
I cast Flame Strike on the waterfall.
Sure.
We know she's our enemy now, for sure. This is a plus. Silver lining. We know we can't trust her now.
So you said she's just like, "Why don't you die out in the wilderness?" And then suddenly, this huge pillar of fire just erupts from the floor and goes up in this huge cylinder, and all of the water that was contained within this barrier just again evaporates into this huge cloud of steam that seems to disperse into the room. Then you hear a cackle just as behind this final barrier that you've just gone through is an immense wall of wind that seems to be just swirling and billowing inside of this doorway. And you can see from the dust that's being kicked around, the face still appears into the wall again. It just says, "Why couldn't you have left this all alone? All the others that have come before have died. Why you? Why you?" And a little bit of mania is being shown in her,
Is there a way for me to tell if she's actually an Eladrin, like what she appears to be?
Oh, that's a good one. At this point, you're not seeing her Eladrin form. Like she's just kind
Oh,
of
okay. She's just a voice.
She's just a voice and like a shape in the elements that you've seen so far.
Because so far, the elves and Eladrin we've met have been very cool-headed and what have you, and then all of a sudden she's batshit sounding.
She's not so
Doesn't-
much.
It doesn't sound elvish to me. Not sounded like one of the
She
nobles.
rambles a little bit more and just says, "You cannot have it. You can't have the power that I have. You will die. If you can get here, of course." And then she vanishes from the wind.
Is the wind still going?
The wind is still going. Yeah.
Can I have storm guide so I can control the weather?
Oh.
Can I just like? I'm guessing there's another wall or something behind the wind.
Oh no!
don't know if
You see a clear passageway behind it.
Can I just? I guess I'll try to push it away from us to see if it just blows all the wind, focuses it in that direction.
Okay.
Get
So
further.
since you're fighting a pretty powerful effect, I'm gonna have you do like a spell casting ability check. So roll a d20 and add your charisma modifier and your proficiency bonus.
24.
24. So, Atreus walks up to this, and you know the wind. Strongmoss has given you an affinity with the storm and all the elements associated with it, and you stand there for a second, take a deep breath, and mentally command this wind to blast down the hallway instead of creating this barrier. And after a second of pushing against something that seems to be a very powerful magical effect that's keeping this this wind going, you break through it, and you all watch as the dust and smoke and steam that this wind is conjuring up gets thrown down the passageway behind you, or behind the door, and just gets obliterated. And eventually, after this blast subsides, the wind is gone, and the passageway is open to you.
I'll turn around. I'll say, my apologies. I just broke some wind.
Ortok just face palms and walks through the
Right.
Okay. With a bad joke in your heart, you
On the
move
plus
through
side.
the door. Oh,
That was it.
It's
That's
like,
it.
she's right.
Nope,
We should
not
have
ruining
died.
that moment. Off we go.
We should have died. You're
okay. You guys walk through this barrier and go down another long set of spiral staircases. And it's a wide spiral. You can't see down the middle of it. It's just kind of like a well-crafted tunnel that seems to go down and off to the right and turns into a spiral. And you walk for another minute as you seem to go around in circles a couple times, going down a couple stories. And eventually it opens up into a large chamber. Let's see here. Oops. The room extends forward pretty far, with a you can see into the room through a set of doors that has some stained glass in it. A set of stairs goes down into a large open area where a raised platform in the middle holds an altar. On the altar are three objects that you can surmise about. One of them, a deep red flame that seems to spit off multiple different, like, rainbow-like colors off the top of it. A glass orb that seems to contain the essence of the winds itself, like a small storm almost conjured within in the interior of this orb. And a chunk of ice that looks so solid as though it could never melt. And an empty spot on this altar as well. Standing near it, with her hand leaned on the altar, is Anara, the bright gold Eladrin elf, with her long golden hair and golden attire. Her body seems to radiate a small amount of heat as the air around her seems to distort from the heat she's generating. You see a couple satyr guards on several small balconies that seem to surround the interior of this room, and many different stone statues that are around the interior of this place hold various weapons, and they have elven features and elven armor on. The rest of this room, however, seems as though it had not been touched in quite a long time, as there are cobwebs, just crates with various things stacked upon them, and general rubbish just kind of in this room, the only thing that lighting it being several small torch sconces. However, the door here, still in your way. So, Storm Animus, with this final locked door in your way, 2 panes of stained glass depicting the same thing, the city, and the city kind of in a distorted fashion on the right. 1 central lock on it. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm going to open the door on the count of 3. And then, Aaron, I think you know what you want to do.
It could this. I.
Unless now is the time when we want to try diplomacy. No.
Yeah, I can wait.
No,
that as
she's
a
crazy and she
resounding
needs to go down.
All right, surprise
She's
round.
crazy and
Here
she
we go.
needs to go down. Something.
I'm gonna test the door. It is locked.
It is locked.
Should we knock?
With a maul, perhaps.
Yeah.
I mean, they're right there. Well, it's just stained glass, right?
Yeah, you could probably just smash it.
All right, give me a second.
Pull out Paul the Mall.
Okay.
And I'm like,
All right, I'll give you 1 opening.
Hey, what are we doing? What's going on? Are we gonna
We're gonna
smash
smash.
some? Are we gonna kill someone?
Oh yeah, is everyone ready?
I mean,
I'm
it's really
ready.
just me, isn't it?
Okay, here we go. Ready?
and I just break in one of the glass. Break the
Okay.
pane of glass.
Roll an attack roll for me.
Ooh, not so good. 14.
14. It's a stationary object, so you do hit. Roll damage.
And now take that damage and
There's a
force.
butt in there somewhere. There's a
Oh, no.
butt, yeah.
13 points bludgeoning.
Okay. Roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh,
There it
wonderful.
is.
9.
9. Not quite enough. Paul the Mall, like the door is made out of vibranium or something, just reflects off the door and smashes you square in the face. And you take that damage
Oh.
to the face.
Oh, God.
Nice. And
You
Woot.
hear a
Alright.
cackle come
At least it
from
wasn't like
behind.
the
It's just,
fourth thing.
what are you doing?
Quit being a bitch, Anara.
Come on in here. We'll have a talk. It'll be fun.
Doing our best. We to find a way in there. Just a lock, you say?
Is
There
anything
is a lock,
magical
yep.
working about the lock?
You're looking at this lock, and there's nothing mystical looking about it. It looks more just like a solid, open key lock, similar to the one previous.
All right, Aaron, I did the last one, but I showed you how to do it. I think that maybe this time you should try it. Beware the false tumbler, though. Okay, you remember what I said?
Lovely, lovely. Here, and I'll hand him the. I have like a white handkerchief. Your face is bleeding a lot. Here.
thank you.
Shut up.
Now be
I'll
careful.
walk past him as he's doing that.
I'll help him out with the light again.
Okay. Roll
Also, maybe
your
make sure-
thieves'
Atreus-
check.
Trish, be on the ready, and she's watching us do this, so just keep an eye on her too if you can. Oh,
Okay,
It's
I'll
well-
just keep watch in the room, I guess.
Oh, don't worry, I'll be a lady about it.
Do you want to open the door for us?
What are you doing? You're doing the thieves' tools check. Yep.
Advantages.
You get it with advantage. Yes.
oh, neat. That's a lot better. So it's plus my dex plus my proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
That's more than I thought it. Where's my dex? There it is. Oh wow. 17 plus 9 is 26.
All right. This lock, after Ortok's amazing coaching, comes very easily, and you quickly get all of the tumblers put up in place and unlock the door. It swings open, and Anara slowly steps forward on the front of the altar, smiles at all of you, and she says, "Welcome." And that's where we're going to start next time.
Fine.
Stupid.
We finally got there. Hey.
I'm going to give you guys a glimpse of the battle map.
The
Yes,
map.
we are there.
Ooh, it looks very nice. She has a little eye thing.
I like
over
it.
her.
Ooh. This is like different. I like this a lot.
I think we can see all of the baddies.
Like the satyrs, they all just have that
All the
raised,
satyrs.
raised eyebrow.
Huh?
Yeah, I think we can see all of those. I don't know if we
Yep.
should be able to.
Yeah, you
Oh,
guys
okay.
can see them. So you can see the
Those are the ones we can see.
satyrs, right?
Yeah. But then
Yeah.
there's the
Wait, is
statues you
Elodie
said
with
too.
us?
Yeah, I have an ugly feeling those statues come to life.
No,
Yeah.
that's a lure, right?
Oh, that's a lure. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can see all these satyrs. They're pretty perceptible. You can see that this area up here is raised compared to the other place, and same thing with the balconies in back.
All right.
But that's what we will get to next time.
All right. I will develop strategy over the course of the week.
Strategy. As in run in and smack her with a sword.
I'm going to smack.
Look, I made a strategy, and it took what? 4 seconds? 10 seconds? Whatever it was. Hey, look, I made a bridge. It only took me like what? 10 seconds.
Ta-da!
I'll watch Atlantis. It's the greatest film ever. Full of snark and
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Look, a bridge made me all 10 seconds.
This pillar must have taken hundreds of centuries to carve.
That is his happy explosion face is the best. Just
That's right. That's right. Well, that gif of the old lady with a cigarette is from that movie too. We're all gonna die.
Oh yeah. That's been a while.
I need to watch that one again. It's so
Yeah, I was
good.
thinking
If
that.
you haven't seen it in recent years, it's so
It's
much
fantastic.
better as an adult. Yeah. It's a Disney movie that does not have the fame. It's
should.
Oh yeah. There's
So
kind of like
fantastic.
an age of that, right? Like with that and Treasure Planet and
Treasure Planet's
Planet, yeah.
amazing.
that
precisely, yeah.
yeah.
Was Treasure Planet Disney?
Yeah,
It was?
it's on Disney Plus.
Didn't know that.
Because I remember seeing like loads of ads for Treasure Planet, and I remember Treasure Planet had like a McDonald's toy in the kids' meal.
Of course.
Like it was the thing, and I never saw it. And now I feel like I should see it.
It's
Same.
great, amazing.
Well, I guess I know what I'm doing for the rest of the night. Not sleeping. Watching Treasure Planet. It's what I did yesterday, except with, oh, what was it? It's not Super Troopers.
Animal House. No.
No.
To be fair, I always think of Gabriel's Tinker Tools arm as the Cyclops's type style.
Ah.
Oh.
Yeah, I always figured like Inspector Gadget, but that works too. Go Gadget toothpaste.
Little gadget toothpaste.
That's
How'd they pack all that stuff into that guy? I don't know.
What guy
Man.
at that point?
He could say literally anything. He'd be like, "Go Gadget mayonnaise," and like there'd be mayonnaise.
Well, yeah, you always do that, man.
Never know when you could need mayonnaise.
I mean, what's his name? Matthew Broderick. Is that his?
Oh, the live action one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way,
I just googled
Super fucking white.
all
always has mayonnaise.
of the weirdest go-go gadgets, and
Yeah.
go-go gadget Gadzuka. I don't remember that at all. It's just a bazooka that's pink. Up there's a go-go gadget hat tipper that tips his hat.
What is this? The Jetsons?
They're called hands. It's a hand.
There's a go-go gadget jackhammer, but it comes out of the top of his head. It doesn't make any
Somebody
sense
else.
at all.
That's
my
of
gosh,
course.
There's so much.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh my goodness.
Just a hand.
All right. Well,
Oh,
learned
this is
so
good.
much.
I'm shocked that I was able to use my strengths to their fullest in this episode.
This is
Sneaky,
true.
sneaky,
guys,
Splody.
splody.
I like I don't always come up with like things to stop you with like you in mind. So I'm just like, oh, I'll just do this. I don't know how the hell they get past it. And then like and
I don't know.
and you got past like some cool stuff that I was just like, well, that's awesome. I don't know, like you guys were really like creative today. That's all I'm saying. I liked it.
I'll say.
But creative fireball. But we
Okay.
planned an act of terrorism. It's par for the course in D&D.
Yeah, that's true. And now we're in for a crazy fight that's going to be fantastic and amazing, and we're all going to die. It's going to be great. Just go into every
Yeah,
fight
you know what,
thinking we're all
though?
going to die.
Yeah, man. That way you're either not disappointed or pleasantly surprised.
It's true. We made it.
You're
Statistically,
either
yes.
not disappointed or you get the last I told you so.
That's right. Right. Plus, then you can try out that sexy new character you've just had in the back of your mind. This
That sexy. New
Which
character.
one? D&D Beyond, my
Yeah.
thing has like 30 of them.
and
I know.
Mac is actually the worst with that. He constantly is creating characters, and I eventually told him, like, dude, you should just write a fucking novel with all these people in it. It'd be hilarious.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
There you go.
Latest one was what is it? It's I have it right here. Tell me about it. And more. Good old messenger.
Good old Facebook.
Okay, so it's a wizard. La, 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 la. So, like, this particular wizard is going to take a 2-level dip in Warlock to get infinite mage armor, as well as the spell Armor of Agathithis. Someone will have to go through his AC, a shield spell, and his arcane ward and armor before getting to his hit points. So that's fun. He was asking me what kind of, because I like backstory talk. He's good at character stats. I like backstory. So he was like, what kind of backstory would he have? He came up with, would you play it as a scaredy cat who didn't want to get hit, or overconfident a-hole screaming wizard in front of everyone else? I said, the overprotective one who lost someone close to them and would never let that happen again, which would be equally as annoying. They wouldn't let anyone do anything.
That's pretty good.
Or I said, or the germaphobe who just doesn't want anything to do him.
Don't touch me.
That's right.
Just Emperor's New Groove. Just no touchy.
Oh, touchy. I mean, seriously, like there'd be this like dragon horde, and he wouldn't let anyone touch it without like disinfecting it first.
Just
Like,
prestidigitate the entire horde to clean
It's like-
it.
it's like, you don't know where that gemstone's been.
Look at that giant pile of dragon shit.
Oh
Right?
my gosh.
If Ortok collected heads in front of this wizard, he'd probably just be
He-
Die.
hilarious.
Oh, he'd have a conniption.
That's true. Or talking about them.
I'm gonna say goodbye to the internet. Hey,
Bye.
bye.
We love you. Bye.